back to the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast.
I'm your host, Kowalski, and today is your Monday Minute. Por el bien de todos today, for you and for me. I've gotten a lot of questions lately. What is mental performance coaching? Basically, I help athletes overcome mental and oftentimes emotional barriers to controllable, consistent, and confident performance outcomes. Good. Excellence in small things, number one today. Remember, excellence in small things can lead us to excellence in all things. That's daily habits, daily choices, mindset, how you perceive yourself and the world around you, mindset shifts that ultimately shape our larger pursuits. So as we embark on this week, let's keep the promises we make to ourselves. Let's honor our commitments. And oftentimes understand it's not about reconstructing, it's more about recommitting. And for faith, let's reflect on Proverbs 16:9. Quote, "A man plans his path, but the Lord establishes his steps." This verse reminds us that while we can lay out our plans, it is ultimately the Lord that shapes the journey. Trust the process. And in fact, show me the process that you trust. So stay committed or recommit and have faith that the right doors will open at the right time. And as the great warrior poet Kanye says, God's time can't fit on the wrist. And speaking of, God grants us free will. That's what separates us from the animals, is our ability to choose. So God grants us the free will, allowing us to make the choices that can lead us down to our own downfall or to redemption. He'll listen. And he'll guide. He'll guide toward growth. He'll guide toward opportunity. So remember that every day is a choice. So you have to choose faith, trusting, not searching, competing, not comparing, not expecting, but executing, present over perfect. And we'll find the way. How about for fun? My wife said about her folks, my parents have the best recommendation: blind painters and deaf mechanics. Keep laughing at yourself and keep laughing at others. This is for parents. After every game, win or lose, and a loss, learning opportunities stay strong. It's crucial to provide these little wide-eyed, omnipotent go-hards with consistent support that builds up their confidence and their resilience. Staying neutral. Instead of focusing solely on the outcome, let's emphasize the process. Let them know you love them and you're proud of their attitude and effort and their preparation. So as you embrace them, you put your paws around them and you smile. If you want a better question, ask better life. Like if your kid's coming home from school and you constantly are asking, hey, how was school? Good. Well, we have to change up the question a little bit. We like to ask the core four after school. How'd you use your brain today? How'd you use your body today? How were you kind today, or did see something kind? And what made you laugh the most today? So for example, when we give them a hug and smile, we can ask them questions that encourage a growth mindset, encourage progress, encourage, getting feedback from things that don't work out, making failure fuel and failure feedback. So what was your plan going into the game? How'd you prepare? And how'd you execute on what you practiced and prepared for? This approach allows them to reflect on the preparation and execution rather than the outcomes. Oftentimes are completely out of our control. So let's encourage them to share their thoughts on performance breathing, on pregame, in-game, post-game preparation, on how they're eating, on their mindset, on how they're moving, and on how they're sleeping. The core 4 ways of optimal living. Help them understand that managing breath can enhance their focus and lock them into the present moment, especially when the pressure comes. So are you not shallow, but full performance breath? So it's about learning and growing, not just about winning and losing. And winners lose more than losers lose. because the winners keep coming back and the quitters quit a long time ago. And the losers quit a long time ago. Every performance can be a stepping stone to improvement if we're able to reflect back and refocus after the reflection. What are you doing well? What are you doing better? How are you going to do it? Look back on those performances through the well, better, how scale, and you'll get a lot of feedback from there. And success leaves clues. So when you're going good, you're able to look back on what you've been doing well and what you could be doing better and how you're going to do it. And you're going to see that the keys that link the cobwebs that now turned into a cable of good habits have now been formed. So parents, this consistent support and the thoughtful evaluation of the performance, not the results of how you perform, but the evaluation of the process and preparation, the appearance, attitude, effort. That's the things we can look at. That's going to carry them far beyond the playing field. For the spouse, when you walk through that door at home, bring your energy with you. It's the, honey, I'm home. That's how you got to bring it. That brightens up the room. Let your partner, let your spouse feel your presence. And commitment. For adventure, I want you to consider Geppetto. He ventured into the belly of the whale to face his fears. That's the price of discovery, embracing the challenges that lead us to our true selves. Adventure awaits those who dare to confront their fears head on, and oftentimes it's the cave that you fear to enter that holds the treasures that you seek. In sports, the basics remain vital. Are you breathing, man? Are you controlling what you can control and letting go of what you can't? Are you choosing confidence? These questions are essential for maintaining the focus and the mental clarity during competition and staying consistent with controllable and confident outcomes. For awareness, take a moment to ask yourself for awareness. Am I aware and in control of my attitude and emotions? Is Dracula running the blood bank? Awareness is key. Create a strategy and a plan of action to navigate the complexities of life and sport to reduce the decision fatigue so we can stay alert and locked in and proactive and keep charging forward. For the mind, you better learn the skills or you're going to need the pills. If you don't have time for the meditation, you may need that medication. For us, remember, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And plenty of people know what to do, but don't do what they know. So approach every task and every moment with intention, focus, and corazón, because it doesn't happen by accident. It happens with intention. So let's wrap up today's Monday Minute. Let's carry these insights into the week. And remember this: un cuerpo, uno mente, mantener fuerte. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast. That's it. That's all. You already know. The best is yet to come.
Welcome back to the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast.